And it all starts right now.
The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com. And Larry's got some exciting news. Now, I know many of you have seen Larry. How many times have you been on the show? 5?
I think this is my 6th or 7th.
Six or 7th. You've been on here a lot. We've launched a lot of things on Kickstarter. We're not doing that today because the thing is already ready to go.
Yes.
All right, what is the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, the thing is the Platypod Grip. Now, we're talking today about iPhones and smartphones and how it compares with DSLRs. Well, they say if you want your iPhone photography to look professional, then shoot like a professional.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
Intent.
And we designed a brand new phone holder. So let me introduce to you the Platypod Grip. It starts off, will come in the package, kind of snap together like this for compact transport.
I like that.
And then
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, I like that.
you just, there's a little ball joint at the top over here, and with a 1/4 inch screw, and that screws onto the top.
Okay.
Now, if you have a platypod, or you have a tripod of any kind, and if you don't, please get one.
If you don't have a platypod, what
You don't have a
planet are you
platypod,
on?
what do you want?
How can you
planet
watch
are
this
you
show
on?
and not have a platypod?
You just put this onto your platypod. Now, I should just say, there's 3 ways of mounting this. There's a 3/8 inch socket at the bottom here. There's also 2/4 20 sockets, so if you have smaller devices you want to mount it onto. And this happens to also be ARCA compatible on the base too. So it's basically a universal mount for your tripod or your platypod. So we just spin this onto here. You put this down, you take your phone, and all you do is you pull out one of the springs here, snaps right in. I like to push it in nice and snug. You'll see it's got extra depth here. Let's say you have a phone case that has one of those slim batteries built into it.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to fit that in here, and it naturally pushes towards the back. Now, here's the magic. With this large metal knob, now it's an all metal construction here. This large metal knob, it's glove operable in the winter. You can get your phone going straight up, tip it down for macro work. You can turn it from portrait to landscape. You can, there's a little collar around here that swivels around 360 degrees, okay? And to lock it, one knob locks everything. And Scott, tell me if that's nice and tight.
Oh, dude, that's rock solid.
It's rock solid, supports up to 5 pounds, and I'll show you exactly what we mean by that. And let's
5
just,
pounds, boy, that's a heavy phone.
well,
What are you sticking in there, Larry?
how's this?
Hey-o.
Oh, look at that. Hey-oh.
So I took off, on this one, I took off the jaws from the top, and just to demonstrate
yeah,
how
look at that.
solid the ball joint is on here, I've got my old Nikon D850 here. Sorry, it's not a mirrorless, guys. With the J. Maisel special.
That's a great
The
camera lens
28
combo.
to 300
yeah.
lens on there.
I'd
It's a
still
heavy,
shoot with that today.
That's
There's
a heavy
no way.
lens. But the point of this is it supports it. It actually supports it.
Yeah.
So if you needed a micro ball head in a pinch, you could use it. It's not the main intended use, but just to show the strength of this unit.
Well, I love products like that. It's not the main intended use, but I'm going to use it that way. That's for sure.
You know, Larry, a product like that would probably sell for around $600.
At least.
At least, wouldn't you say?
Oh.
Can we spray it with water?
If anyone would like to pay $600, please send them my way. All right. Here's another setup for you. You guys know the Platypod handle could be used as a riser. Can go 6.5 inches up to 10.5 inches above your base. You can put the grip right on top of that, and now you can mount on, it's got 2 cold shoe adapters on it. So you can mount on a microphone at the top, like I have a little shotgun mic over here. Using one of the extra 1/4 20 sockets in the back of the jaws, I've mounted a gooseneck and a light. You can put elbows on here.
Loosey-goosey.
Is there anything you won't do?
And then just pop in your
But wait, there's
camera.
more.
Pop in your camera. And for the microphone, by the way, little tip, Microphones usually come with little microphone 1/8" jacks like that. There are
Yep.
adapters sold by Apple and others where you can plug this in with a lightning adapter or with a USB-C cable, as the case may be. So now you've got a cinema rig. You can turn this around, certainly, and face it towards you and use it for vlogging. You can put this right on your desktop and use it to vlog with.
That's cool.
All right, now I'm going to show you another rig that Christina came up with.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Christina decided that this is a really good use for those of you who are shooting cinema and also want material for social where you need it vertical, but either you can't decide which way to go or you'd have to come back and shoot twice. Eric, may I borrow your phone?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
All right, let's put Eric's phone
My case is huge.
on here.
That's
It
a big
fits.
phone.
That's a big phone. Okay.
Look at that, and it works.
And really, it'll expand. This
I
goes
actually
up
have
to
one.
105
I have one
millimeters.
mount that I have from years ago that won't fit on that one.
And now we're putting my phone over here.
Yep.
And now you have a side-by-side rig where you're
Vertical,
shooting
horizontal,
cinematic
yeah.
on one, you're shooting for social on the other one, all at the same time, and you don't have to do double takes, okay? And just
Sweet.
these are mounted on just with Platypod elbows and with the grips on top. And again, what sets this aside from the rest is how solid it is, having the ball joint at the top over here so that you can position it any which way that you want. And
Larry, a rig like that looks like it would cost $3,000.
do you want to know what it really costs?
I'm dying
Yes,
to know.
I'm
Go
dying
to
to know.
platypod.com and you can check it out.
So,
All right,
really nice
I'm going
price.
to give this thing the best endorsement I can possibly give it, which is my friend Terry White just got 2 days ago one of the pre-ones, the
this
first
is-
ones.
Yep.
The
Terry
prototypes.
is the stickiest guy for tech stuff.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, he is.
He is great. If you want to know what the best of anything is, Terry
Yep,
is the
he
guy.
is the guy.
But if it isn't perfect, Terry is the guy that slams it to the ground and jumps on it. Terry said, your thing is perfect. He said that thing is so well thought out. He goes,
Yeah.
it is. He goes, they did everything right.
I want our product to be the very best it can be, and the best way to do it is to ask photographers.
There you go.
Yeah, they have opinions.
Yes.
They have no problem sharing their opinions. But anyway,
I will say another thing is if you're a photographer and you have a phone, it's like we talked about at the beginning, what this is the most valuable piece of gear that you will get is something to attach your phone to a tripod or some kind of stabilization thing. And that is when it goes back to, it's all about the intent. If you intend to shoot your phone like a professional camera, it will be a professional camera because all these things are mirrorless cameras by definition. That's what this
That's
is.
a
It's
mirrorless camera.
It has a view. It has the electronic viewfinder. It has a lens. It has a sensor. It is a mirrorless camera. And if you treat it that way, that's a product like this lets you treat it like a professional camera.
now, Larry, if you don't have a Platypod, can you use it?
Yeah, you can use it on any tripod because as long as your tripod has a bolt on it, whether it's 3/8 inch or 1/4 inch, it'll fit.
And it's got a
If you
Arca
want to put it
Swiss.
right on, it's Arca Swiss. So if you want to
That-
put it
that
right on
is-
your tripod head,
That is the
then
pièce de
you
résistance
can
right there.
just put it right on your tripod head, which is useful for two things, I think. If you really want to get a smooth, accurate pan, you know, Scott, you said you can just go quickly and do a pano. Personally, I don't know. I get a little shaky. I have some trouble with it. I do a much better pano if I'm on a panoramic head, and I can just smoothly.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Larry,
like
that's
that.
cheating.
But I do actually. That's why I do love the Bloody Ball for that. I use it for
Yeah.
my panos because it the way it rotates like on the
It's
top
got nice
there.
resistance
it's
to
really
it,
nice.
smooth. And also, the one other thing is as you're tipping, you can go downward. You really can't go much past 90 degrees here, like pretty much any of these devices. So this will allow you, for your astrophotography,
Yep,
to
tip
tip
it.
backwards
Yeah.
and go up.
And again, it's perfect for you. It's perfect as a gift, though. I mean, this is.
That would be a great gift for somebody who's
And-
getting into it. Like especially like I can think my nieces, nephews. They're into this stuff, but a lot of them are using their phones because that's what they have. But still, the same thing. It's photography. The camera is a camera. It's a mirrorless camera. But getting them the gear to actually make it into a professional mirrorless camera is invaluable. And for $35,
Well,
that's
thank you both for your
perfect.
comments.